Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome to another pregnancy update. I am now 24 weeks and 1 day pregnant and we've hit viability, which is crazy. Like, I've been so worried and anxious about hitting this point, and now we've hit it, and it just makes me very, I feel much calmer about it, knowing that if he decided he did want to come early, that he has got the best chance possible. And the hospital that we have is absolutely great, and there's lots of other hospitals nearby that specialise in looking after little preemies, so my heart feels a lot more calm, and so does my mind. So that is a big milestone. We've hit viability, and this is the last second trimester update that I'm going to do. Next time I do an update, I will be 28 weeks pregnant and I'll be in my third trimester, which is just absolutely bonkers. But yeah, a lot of new symptoms have shown up this month. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So first off, I'll go over the 20-week scan. So I originally had my 20-week scan at 20 weeks and 4 days, but little man decided he did not want to be cooperative. So they rescheduled me for 2 weeks after that date. But the week after, so the week after I have my 20-week scan, I saw my consultant and he offered to do the rescan for me. I was seeing my consultant every like 2-3 weeks to check on my cervix and to make sure my cervical stitch is still functional and doing what it's supposed to. And he offered to do the rescan for me, and everything looks perfect. So I have my rescan at 21 weeks and 3 days, and we got to see little boy in 4D. Well, I say we, I did. Tom couldn't come with me, unfortunately, but we got to see him in 4D, and oh my god, I've seen videos of 4D scans before, but I've never had a 4D scan done on myself. We are going to do one around 28 weeks with this little guy. We never got to do it with Theodore because everything was shut. It was lockdown. We were going to do a 3D scan, but then all the clinics closed. So yeah, I got to have this done at the hospital, and this is what he looks like. Well, that's what he did look like at 21 and 3, so that was like 3 weeks ago. There's his little mouth, little nose, and his eyes are still fused shut. They will be for another month or so, but he looks so much like his brother. He looks so much like his brother, and I just can't wait to see what he looks like again when we have another 4D scan. But I think we're gonna have a little set of twins just 3 years apart. So I have been getting a lot more leg cramps and leg spasms, which has been very painful and very uncomfortable. It is mainly when I'm lying down in bed, and I had one the other day and I thought my leg was gonna fall off. Like, it was so painful, but luckily I was able to stretch it out and it was fine. But oh my gosh, it hurts so bad, and I'm stood up a lot for my job. Luckily I've got a few weeks off because we only work during term time, and we work the first 3 weeks of the summer holidays and then have like 2-3 weeks off, which is handy. But I do a lot of standing up for my job, so I have a feeling when I go back to work I'm gonna get a lot more leg spasms and a lot more leg cramps. So I'm just manifesting that it's all gonna be okay. But that is definitely a new symptom. I don't remember having that in my pregnancy the first time around. My sleep has definitely decreased in both quality and amount, because I'm getting up 2, sometimes 3 times a night to pee, depending on how much I've had to drink before I go to bed. I try to stop drinking about an hour before I go to bed, but my mouth gets so dry I have to have at least like a little sip of water before I go to sleep, and then that's enough to just like send me to the toilet 3 times in that night. So I'm definitely a lot more tired. I feel a lot more exhausted. It's getting harder to wake up in the morning, and just my sleep quality hasn't been that good when I am asleep, because I'm constantly like turning around, trying to change position to something that's more comfortable. If I wake up on my back, I've got to switch over to my side and then adjust like my pregnancy pillow and things like that. So it is getting a lot more uncomfortable at night time, and it's probably just going to get more uncomfortable. So I'm bracing myself for a very sleep deprived ride. I've been getting a lot more hair. On my belly, I've got lots and lots of peach fuzz, which I think I got with Theodore in my first pregnancy, but it's just everywhere. There's so much of it, and I've noticed that my leg hair, like I shave while I can still see my legs and my feet, but then it's growing back in like a couple of days, and it's growing back fast. But I think that's all just to do with the hormones and everything like that, so I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And I mentioned in my last update that my hair was growing super long. That's still happening, but my hair is actually falling out, which is the next point. I am getting, this is like, it's like postpartum hair loss level of hair coming out. Like, it's just, I think it's just because I need a haircut and I need my hair thinning down, but I look everywhere and my hair is somewhere in the vicinity. It's just everywhere. And I was actually starting to get a bit worried about it, because I was pulling like multiple strands out and it looked absolutely horrendous. But I'm trying not to worry about it, and I'm probably just going to book myself in for a haircut soon. And hopefully, once I've got it cut and thinned out, that helps a little bit more. I've been a lot more prone to stitches as well. Like when we've been going out for walks, I can't talk today. When we've been going out for walks, like I get this stitch. It's mainly in my right side, but it can be if I go up and down the stairs too fast or anything like that, and it hurts. I imagine it. I don't know what causes it, but it hurts, and it's made going for walks and going for activities like less enjoyable, because I'm in pain and my legs start to hurt a lot sooner. But hopefully it doesn't last for too much longer. My gums have been bleeding quite a lot as well when I brush my teeth. It hasn't happened in the past few days, but I remember like 20 to 22-ish weeks, like my gums were super sensitive and they would bleed quite a lot. My gums are quite sensitive anyways, they were pre-pregnancy, but it's just like exacerbated it and made it a lot worse being pregnant. But like I said, in the last couple of weeks it seems to have kind of died down a bit, so I'm hoping that that's the end of that, because seeing a lot of blood when you brush your teeth obviously does make you panic, but luckily it hasn't happened the past couple of weeks, so I'm hoping that that's kind of done and dusted. He has been moving so much. He is such an active baby and I love it. I love feeling him move, and his movements definitely do have a routine now. He does move a lot more in the evenings and at night. He does move a fair amount during the day as well. He has been doing some funky moves the past couple of days. Like, he has been breech. The last scan that I had on my cervix, he was breech, but the consultant said that he's got plenty of time to flip, and there are procedures that can be done if he is still breech. And if I don't have any other complications, then I can give birth vaginally breech. So I'm trying not to panic about it too much. But yeah, his movements definitely have a pattern, and he is very much a night owl. And then first thing in the morning he moves like a little bit, and then if I'm sat down and I'm kind of like hunched over, he kind of kicks me to say like, "Oi, I don't have much room, can you like move about?" So yeah, it's been so nice like feeling him move and actually seeing it as well. I think it's super cool. And lastly is my maternity leave date is set, which is, it's really scary thinking about it. I've gotten all the forms that I need to. I'm actually seeing my midwife tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. I always see my midwife on a Wednesday, and she's going to give me my MAT B1 form, which I need to send off once I've gotten all my pay slips and everything from the end of September. I can then send it off and the date will be set. So I'm looking at mid-November to go on maternity leave, because I get my cervical stitch out around then, and then it's just a waiting game, seeing when he wants to arrive. Hopefully he's not late, but I'm going to have a chat with my midwife and see what my options are, because if I go to 42 weeks, he will be born on Christmas Day. So that is something that I'm kind of like veering away from, because this is the first Christmas that Theodore really understands what's going on, and he is so excited about the idea of Santa. Like, he's already asking for presents from Santa, what he wants. So I really do not want to be missing it while in hospital. So yeah, plenty of stuff to talk to my midwife about, but I'll save that for the next update and see if there's anything that I can kind of talk about then. So let's do a bump shot. So this is how we are looking at 24 weeks, definitely popping now. My belly's kind of like tapered off, so it's like round and then it kind of goes flat and then rounds out again at the bottom, but I'm definitely rounding out and getting much bigger now. I'm definitely, you can't deny I'm pregnant. I've had a few people ask me when I'm due, so I'm growing a lot quicker than last time, but that is expected. It is my second baby, so not too much longer to go. It's only like 4 months less than, which is crazy. So that was my 20 to 24 week pregnancy update. I can't believe that the next update I'll do, I'll be in the 3rd trimester and there'll only be a few months left. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more pregnancy updates from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.